at the time of me recording this, I've been playing Epic 7 for 1 year. I started playing on January 18th, 2019. It is now January 18th, 2020. So I figured I would go through and do an account overhaul, because I haven't done one of these in a very long time, and I'm not necessarily worried about leaking any stats or anything. So we're going to go through and just kind of look at stuff in the account. We're going to look at gear, we're going to look at units, all that stuff. Let's just go ahead and start with a journal. So we can see every unit that I've pulled, every unit that I have. Let's go to all heroes. All of them show up in here, I hope, or we can just go through individually. So, yeah, the only mage I'm missing in the game is Silverblade Araminta at the moment. I have every mage in the game. I'll go through and show what I have built here in a second. Or we'll just kind of just go through everything. I have every knight, but of course Tywin, who I would like to have very much. Coming over to warriors, I'm missing quite a few of these. Of course some of them are MLs. Still have yet to pull a Chloe. Don't have Sermia. Her banner hasn't returned. And I haven't had any luck pulling her on Mystics. Kitty Clarissa is one of the last 4-star MLs I have not pulled. And I have not done Captain Rickerson's specialty change yet. Something I might do when I'm just bored. But that's what I'm missing for warriors. Coming over here to thieves. Of course I'm missing 2 of the best thieves in the game. And they're MLs. Of course I'm missing them. I'm also missing ML Ren down here. And I have all the 3 stars, of course. Down the Soul Weavers. Of course I'm missing Ruel. I have every other one. And coming down to Rangers. I'm missing Faithless Lidica. And I have yet to do Wanda's specialty change. So, the only 4-star MLs I'm missing at this point are... Ren wasn't in here, right? Ren and Kitty Clarissa. I have every other 4-star ML. The only Moonlight heroes I'm missing are, as you can see here, those. Why isn't ML Ren showing up in here for Dark? Oh, because I'm selected on Warrior. Derp. Okay. So I have pretty much every RGB character in the game. I'm just missing Chloe and Tywin at this point, I think. I have every other one. Like if we go by element, I have every Earth hero. I'm missing Sermia. Every fire. Yeah, so I'm missing Sermia, Tywin, and Chloe for RGB. I have the rest of them at the time of me recording this. And then for MLs, yeah, I'm missing these top 3. Ren, Kitty, Clarissa, and then I'm missing Ruel and Faithless Lidica out of here. Araminta, and Says. But I have every other unit in the game, which is nice. I don't have to summon as frequently because I have most of the stuff, right? So from here, let's go look at reputations. 32,000 over here in dailies. I'm pretty sure I've done my dailies every single day since I've started playing this game. I might have missed it a couple times, but I don't think I did very frequently. Reach level 60 with the heroes. I have 56 stars right now. I could have more, but I don't really pump them out. Yeah, so it's 56 stars. My friendship levels are getting up there. I have 17 units at level 10 friendship, which I'm close to getting more bookmarks from. 62 at triple S. I don't think there's anything else cool in here. I've done 424 urgent missions, which isn't really a lot, to be honest. I always forget to do them. I've almost acquired 300,000 friendship points. I've gotten 334 gold transmits, 1657 silver transmits. I've collected almost 7,000 weapons, almost 7,000 chest piece, over 7,000 helms already. Almost 7,500 boots. Almost 74. I've enhanced artifacts almost 2,900 times. I know a lot of people leave this unchecked to see how much gold they've farmed over the time. I still haven't done like all this. I've sent aid to guild members 1183 times. That's impressive. But yeah, that's the reputation stuff. Arena, I don't really push in. Like, this is my current arena defense. It's not very strong in the current meta right now. It just deters like some cleaves because of Elbrus and MLkin, and it deters some Bazaars because Lilius is here. But I could auto this team with my auto team, so it's not like a spectacular defense. It's just what I'm using right now. Yeah. Go look at pets real quick. These are the pets I'm rocking right now. This is my lobby pet. I just kind of lucked out in getting this last roll here. Speaking of which, I need to play with it. Right now, this is my hunt pet. Really underwhelming. He's kind of trash, but yeah, I don't really summon for pets. Eventually, I'll re-roll this last skill. It's my story pet. I need to re-roll the last skill, obviously. And here's my rune pet. Still need to promote him to get the last skill. But those are the only pets that I use. Only pets that I plan on using. I haven't summoned any of the ML pets. That's not really something I'm interested in. Anyways. Where do we go from here? Battle progress. Like, obviously, I have every hunt on farm. That's no big deal. I can do a one-shot comp for probably every hunt in the game. I just don't because it just burns the resources faster. Of course, I'm cleared through Abyss 90. It's conquered here. I have been for many, many moons. We looked at specialty change units already. So let's go look at some units, and then we'll look at some specific gear that I got. So my soul's just kind of holding stuff right now because I was testing something with him. I have CC fully built, obviously. She's just kind of holding extra gear, but it's still like viable gear. So if I wanted to use her in RTA, I can. And I just kind of threw Bloom on her because I didn't have any other artifact options. I kind of just have him built right now. This build sucks, but again, it's just another pick I can pick in RTA if I feel like he's useful in that situation. Then I have my Lilius here. She's built how I like her right now. I like her fast. I like her to do decent damage. So that's why I have her built this way. Lidica is completely naked. Melissa I don't really use. Tamarin I use every now and then in certain GVG comps. Sometimes I'll pull her into RTA, and usually I'll be holding Celestine up here. Luna is my main DPS for Wyvern still. She probably will stay that way unless I get S10 one-shot comp going or something. Sigrid is just benched. She's just kind of holding gear right now. Terra Norgard, I still use him in Wyvern. He's just kind of holding extra gear. Like, none of this stuff is good. Right? So it's just like extra gear. And with a Unity set. And of course, he's got this maxed out. So he actually speeds up my Wyvern runs pretty nicely. Crow is my most recently 6-starred unit. Usually I have Arius up here. He's just kind of got like extra stuff. But it's a viable build. He still has over 20k HP, still over 200 speed, so, and on immunity. So for having just extra gear, I think his build's okay. Like, he's using a flat health ring, which is really bad, right? But it gets him the immunity set, gives him some more speed, it's fine. So, this is my Crow right now. Kisei is just like holding stuff and forever benched. I would like to build her. I think she's waifu as fuck, but yeah. My SSB's build is constantly changing. Of course, I'm one of those guys with a plus 30 drink, so I take advantage of it on her attack. But I use several different SSB builds. Right now, she's just on an attack build, which does great. Here's my Yuna. A lot of people like seeing my Yuna, so here she is. Right now, she's just holding a 30 Infinity Basket. I build her really fast with really high attack, because sometimes, like, my drink is on her. I swap my drink back and forth between these two. And this isn't the best build that I have for her, because I have Assassin Collie built right now. Usually she would have a 16 weapon here and a 16 chest piece here. So her speed would be 258 and her attack would be like 4100. That's the difference. Mostly everything else stays the same though. Dizzy's just kind of holding gear because I only really, sometimes I use her in GVG and I use her in raid. I don't really do anything else with her right now. I don't like Dizzy as a unit anymore. She's a pain in the ass. These are really nice boots, but yeah, I just kind of have her built on attack to do good damage with her S3, and I bring her GVG sometimes. This is my Monty at the moment. She's not the greatest because I keep putting her gear on other units, but she still does what I need her to do. Yeah, I have immunity on her because sometimes I'll run into a Clurry that has, 150 effectiveness. So I kind of need the extra layer of RNG to guarantee she doesn't get taunted. Right? And then here's my Angie. She's still using Season 1 gear, which does fine for her. I mean, she's relatively tanky. I don't really do much with her. I use her in raid because she's decent on morale, and then I use her in GVG. Here's my Alencia. I really like how my Alencia is built right now. On speed set with immunity. She's got good HP, really high crit damage, great crit chance. Like this build, she's performing really well with this build. Her artifact I kind of change out every now and then. Sometimes it's Durandal, sometimes it's Uber's Tooth. I could put, what's that one artifact called on there? It's on Jakise right now. I'll remember it when I get there. But the one that came back with Luna. So this is her build right now. And this is my Euphines build right now. Just kind of, decently fast, does decent damage. Just your standard build, really. She's not anything special right now. I only really use her in GVG sometimes. That's it. Here's my green Armin. Usually she's holding Arius if I'm doing GVG, but I leave Elbrus on her in case I decide to pick her in RTA because I think she's pretty good in RTA, just for the stuns. She's got +4 in S1. That's something I wasn't showing was my mole investment. We'll scroll through after, or I'll just start talking about it now. And then here's my Charles. I just did a video on him not long ago. Still on the same build as in the video. I like this build. He's +15. Charles is great. Bam. Okay. Biken. She's just got random things on her right now. I don't use her anywhere at the moment. She is +8 because I did mull her when she first came out because I did like her. But I don't really use her anymore. Sid is just here. Here's my Violet at the moment. Pretty good Violet, I think. He does a lot of damage. He hits really fucking hard. That's really all I can say about him. He's +14. I don't use him very often, but I use him sometimes, Here's my Asaria. Usually she has speed boots over here that give her some more effectiveness. But right now she doesn't have them on, so she's got a broken speed set and no speed on her boots. Usually she's like 200 and something speed, low 200s. But I don't really use her anymore. Here's my Scuffed Bazaar that I never use. I just kind of like threw gear on him. Like he's got a chest piece that's not even maxed out. His gear sucks. But I would like to have my other units faster because I just don't use Bazaar. Sometimes I'll pick him in RTA and he still does what he needs to do even with this shitty gear. Vivian is just not built right now. Destina, I just have her like holding stuff, really. She just got slow ass on counter with Celestine. I did use her in GVG, last GVG, I think. Sometimes I'll pick her in RTA, but I think I would have speed boots here. She's just kind of holding shit, really. Here's my Purgus. I use him to tank Wyvern 11 on this build, and I use him in GVG. He's just holding Proof of Valor that I need to max out, and yeah, this build is pretty good for him. Here's my Jakise that I don't really use. And the Artifact Draco Plate is what I was talking about for Alencia. She's got decent damage building stats, but I would like her to do way more damage than this and be on immunity at the same time. Right now she's a double S imprint because I've been using my slates on her to get more attack. And she's got the max S2 and S3. Yeah. I can cleave with her. She doesn't do as much damage as I'd like her to, though. I'd like this to be like 38. And keep this crit damage. So I would like 300 more attack on immunity without losing any crit. So that's going to be... I could probably do a lot of that here because This ring has no crit on it, no flat attack or anything. Like, the only thing she really benefits from here is the crit damage, and it's only 11%. So I could get a way better ring on her. And I can complete, like, well, I need to complete the immunity set. So I need to just farm immunity gear, really. Here's my Armin at the moment. She's been on this build for months. Like, I haven't touched her gear in a very long time. This build works really well for her. She's decently fast, nice and tanky, so she can bait things. Yeah, I like this build. She's just holding my extra Arius. Here's my fighter Maya at the moment. Right now she's built to do damage on counter set with Noble Oath. She hits pretty hard. I have her maxed S1, maxed S2. Going back to Armin, I didn't max her S3 again? I thought I did. I got the cheap molas, and then I put these back in for the more frequent use of her S3. And then, yeah, she's on counter set, built bruisery. She's got her self-imprint right now. I like Fighter Maya because, you know, that and that. She's pretty cute, right? Watch her Shuri. He's just holding stuff. He's on a completed set, but he doesn't really do any damage. He's okay. I tried to make him fast while still being able to one-shot things in PvP. Blaze Dingo I don't use. Basar I don't use. He's just kind of holding stuff. Here's my maid Chloe. I use her a lot. I like this build on her. I'm considering dropping the HP ring for effect resist ring. But yeah, haven't done it yet. Here's my ML Ken. I like the crit build because he's actually threatening with his S1. And he does stuff when people ignore him still. So that's why I opt to go crit build instead. Still hits really hard. FCC. I like her really high speed with really high effectiveness. And then she can still support with barriers, right? I'm not for the bruiser FCC. If I could, I would drop this extra 30% crit I have here for other stats too. I'd rather have 30% more effectiveness than 30% crit here. Because I don't care about that. Or more HP. But it's just how her gear is. There's nothing I can really do to change it. You know? This is just here. There's nothing I can do about it. But yeah. I like her. I got her holding Adamant Shield right now. Crows it. He's holding gear, but he's still usable in GVG if I need to use him. This is my Assassin Coley right now. 255 speed with a self-imprint, 15% crit. She's at like 83% crit. Even though when I use her in RTA, she's at like fucking 7% crit. I think these two stats get swapped when I'm in RTA because she doesn't crit more often than she does. Even at 83% crit, which is really annoying. Good attack, good speed, good crit damage. She's on a decent build. I would like to complete this offset with a crit set, but unfortunately I can't. Because my gear doesn't roll that way. BBK's benched. This is my Champion Zerato build right now. It's just kind of an average build. He's tanky, decently fast, does decent damage. His effectiveness is kind of low, but usually I have different boots on. And here's my S10's build right now. It's nothing amazing. She is holding pretty good gear, but I don't really use her. And then nothing else is really built. I have my Oxlots. He's holding kind of like my extra speed gear to get to 237. I could push him like 250, but I'd rather have Yuna and Akaldi fast than deal with him. And then yeah, here's everything else you saw in the journal that's just like here and not leveled. Those are all the stuff that I built. What's this random gear? No, I guess she's just holding things. But yeah, tons of 5 stars. I have everything leveled up, ready to go, just in case I'm ready to use it. He's just holding stuff too. Just in case specialty changes come out, etc., you know? Or if I need to promote something later. Like, I was planning on promoting Rose for a while, so I leveled up all the dupes. But I have every 3-star almost at Triple S, including the MLs. Bunch of fodder, right? This fodder is nice. Leveled up fodder. Got all my penguins farmed. Yeah. So the last thing I guess we'll do is I'm just going to flex some of my best rolled gear. Because everyone likes gear porn, right? Don't demonetize me, YouTube. EXP. So I'm not gonna go through every single one. I'm just gonna go through like my notable pieces that I can recognize that are good. A good health one. Right, good attack one. This is my best one, I think. Like really high attack, really on speed. This is on my Assassin Collie, of course. Sometimes it's on my Yuna. Sick weapon. Really high crit rolls on this one, which is really nice. Rolled really well. What else? Just kind of average. This is a pretty good weapon. But yeah, nothing like crazy in terms of weapons outside of those. Like my destruction weapon's pretty good, right? That effectiveness roll was a rip. Like if that rolled attack, that would have been nice, but it's still pretty good. Decent counter weapon. That's really it. There's nothing else like crazy good in here for weapons. Helms. This one rolled pretty decently for Montmorency, right? And then that's about it. Like most of my helms suck. This is a pretty crazy one. I don't know like where I use it. And then my destruction helm's pretty good too. Actually, my destruction helm's pretty insane. Like it's almost max rolled. So, yeah, it's pretty good. High crit helm. But other than that, there's nothing really crazy good in my helm department. This one's pretty good. Max rolled. Almost. My chest piece. Both of my chest pieces from the Raid Shop are sick. And then, of course, I have tons of... That's not good. This one's really good. I have tons from Raid that are just sick, right? This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. Like, literally all of these. That one's not. That one's good. This one's good. You know, like, literally every counter chest piece I have is pretty good. That's really it for the chest piece. I have a couple that are decent. Like, this is pretty good. No. Pretty good. This has got really great crit damage on it. It's pretty good. This is alright. I mean, some of this stuff's just okay. Like, this one rolled really nice. Really 30% effectiveness. This one's pretty good. It's just like, some gear is pretty good, right? This one's good. This is on my Assassin Collie right now. But yeah, that's really it for the chest pieces. I'm not going to go into the purple ones. There's some that are okay. Like, 19 crit here. Etc. We'll go to next. This rolled pretty good. 17 crit. It's the first arena piece of gear that like rolled decently for me. But like none of the other ones rolled good. But like decent neck. Let's see. Weird neck. This is my pride and joy right here. This is on my ML Ken with all that defense. This one rolled really nice. This one rolled really nice. What else? And I have another one of these on speed set. Huh, I don't see it. Oh, it was up here. This one. Yeah. And then, like, that's really it for my necks. I have one good attack neck. Like, a lot of my necks just, like, kind of roll mediocre. This one's really good. I use this one a lot. And then my Lilius's neck is really good, too. Wherever the hell that's at. It's a crit neck. This one. This one's pretty sick. And then rings. I have a lot of really good Hell Raid rings. Like, this one's sick. This one's sick. You know, like, they're all pretty good. 12 speed. 12 speed. Fat stats. 11 speed. 11 speed. 11 speed. This one rolled really high effectiveness and high crit. It's a pretty good offset ring. Mediocre. And then I have my one Charles ring that's just like insane. This one's pretty good too. I think this is on Lilius right now. Oh yeah, free ring rolled 11 speed. Where's the HP ring at? This one. This is probably my best piece of gear. It's almost max rolled across the board. I max rolled on the attacks, max rolled on the speed. Well, aside from 5, which is a myth most of the time. But a 6 and a 7 on crit damage, and then I think it was a 6 and a 6 on defense. Really good ring. It's sick. But yeah, I think that's really it for rings. I have some other decent stuff, but it's just like average. It's not like, holy crap, you know, look at this. It's just average stuff. And for boots, I don't really have any incredible boots. I have some okay ones. Like, nothing like spectacular. You know, there's some pretty good pieces of gear in here, but it's nothing like crazy, you know. So I guess that's it, right? I don't know what else I would go over. I could go through special equipment, but who cares about that? I don't want this video to take, you know, an hour. It's probably already been like 20 minutes. I guess we'll see how long it's been when I stop recording. But I think that's it. So there's my account right now. For how much I've spent, I have no idea. I got monthlies. As you can see, the rank up pack's gone. I haven't bought any leaf packs this month. I have bought these out before. I bought out this one. I never buy out this one. Just this one. I've only done that like twice. I think I've bought these like twice. I bought out the Mystic packs I think one time when Sage Bale was in the Mystic pool. Other than that, I haven't touched these. And that's really it. I've bought a couple of Moonlight packs. I bought a good majority of the Mola packs. And I bought... what else? The holiday packs. I think I've gotten most of them. I haven't gotten all of them. So if you're just curious on how much I've spent, it's probably... I don't know. If I was to guess, maybe around 4,000, something like that. Over the span of a year, it's really not that much. I know there's people that spend 4,000 a month, so I'm happy with my progression because I can compete with those people that have spent 4,000 every month. I'm spending 4,000 in a year, so you don't have to go super ham whale on this game to do successful. Spending a little bit here and there will help you out, but you can even do it as free to play. There's free to play players that clap me all the time, so just depends on how you manage your resources. But that's the account. Complete overhaul. 1 year played. So like if you enjoyed. Like if you enjoyed seeing all my stats on everything, even though they change all the time. And let me know how long you've been playing in the comments. That sounds like fun. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.